thing is boxing, it's really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind.
What do you think of that?
Sad. You know, it's just sad that he feels any reason or urge whatsoever.
Dude, he's young, he's strong. I think Pacquiao's coming back because he wants to make history. Pacquiao is a person that loves to help. He helps. People love him in his country.
The fight between Monty Pacquiao and Mario Barrios isn't just about punches, it's about heart, pride, and proving something big. Barrios is young and super hungry to show he's strong enough to face a legend. Pacquiao, on the other hand, has been fighting for years and knows what it takes to be a real champion. The air is full of tension as both step into the ring. For Pacquiao, this isn't just about being fast or young, it's about believing in yourself. He says real boxing starts in the mind, because if you don't believe in yourself, you've already lost.
Boxing, it's really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind, then stop boxing. Forget about boxing. But as long as you dedicated, you have fire, you have you have interest to punish yourself like that, and for hard work, you enjoy doing hard work training like that, discipline, then go for it. Like continue boxing.
Yeah.
But
if you do that, you'll be successful. If you don't,
of course. But something like comes to your mind, like especially in the middle of like preparation, like let's say 2 months after 1 month training, it's tired, like lazy.
I agree.
Famous boxing coach Joel Diaz is really worried about Manny Pacquiao coming back to the ring. He says that every fighter reaches a point where it's better to step away than to keep fighting. Pacquiao is now 46 years old and going up against younger, more active boxers. Diaz believes this could hurt not just Manny's health, but also his legacy. Even though Pacquiao still has the heart of a champion, Diaz reminds us that the body doesn't always keep up with age. In his eyes, Manny has already proved everything, he doesn't need to fight anymore.
Yeah. MarioBarrios is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think MarioBarrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
Some fighters still hope Pacquiao wins, but deep down, many think Mario Barrios will take the win. Barrios is younger, faster, and in his prime, while Pacquiao, at 46, may not have the same edge. Even respected trainer Joel Diaz warns that age matters and Manny has nothing left to prove. Still, fighters like Keith Thurman believe Pacquiao's experience, sharpness, and heart can turn the fight around. He's faced power before and survived. This fight isn't just youth versus age, it's about heart versus hunger. Who wins? We'll find out soon.
You're about to do 10 rounds of sparring.
Yes, sir.
Give me 12 days away, Manny Pacquiao Barrios. Who wins and why?
Oh, man. I really hope Pacquiao wins, but I really don't see it happening. I think Barrios right now, he's in his prime. He got real good trainers behind him. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Pacquiao don't got, but I just think the age and stuff like that is gonna play a big role in that fight.
Some people think Pacquiao came back just to grab some easy money, like other retired boxers who do low-risk fights for fame and cash. They believe he's using his big name to get paid without really trying. But those close to him say that's not true at all. Pacquiao is taking this fight seriously. He's been training hard and getting ready for a real battle, not just a show. He knows Barrios is strong and isn't taking him lightly. Pacquiao wants to prove the doubters wrong, not with words, but with what he does in the ring.
Pacquiao coming back, I don't like when Pacquiao comes back off layoffs. When he fought me, he was active. Even though he was at the age that he was very active. I think I was like his third fight that year, or his third fight within like 13, 14 months, right? So he was very active at the time. And then when he fought Ugas after COVID, after the victory over me, scheduled to fight Spence, injury, had to fight Ugas, last minute replacement, yada, yada, yada. But Ugas got the best of him, right? And now coming off of another layoff, I think Mario Barrios can box smart and get the best of him. The dangerous thing is Mario Barrios is there to be hit. I caught him, I rocked him, Tank got him with a body shot, and Pacquiao is still gonna have some clippers. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have some clippers on him. You know, so if he clips the chin, if he clips the body right, you know, I think he has an opportunity of hurting Barrios. But not sure what the speed's gonna look like at this time. The weight coming off, he's done a few exhibitions. He hasn't had to be at that upper echelon of fighting per se. So it's gonna be interesting, man. A lot of fight fans are just gonna enjoy to see what Pacquiao brings to the table. But I highly doubt I'll have an opportunity to get a rematch. You know, I'm not gonna not take it. You know, I've been wanting to punch that boy for a lot of years. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it'd be exciting to see him do great.
Trainer Robert Garcia thinks Pacquiao made a smart move by choosing to fight Barrios instead of tougher, younger rising stars. Barrios is a strong and skilled fighter, but not as risky as someone like Keyshawn Davis or Frank Martin. Garcia says if Pacquiao had picked a more dangerous opponent, the chances of getting badly hurt would be much higher. Barrios is still a champion, but Pacquiao's style might work well against him. It won't be easy, but it's a smarter and safer fight. Garcia believes Pacquiao still has a real shot at winning this one.
Thinking, well, what's the worst version of Manny we could see? We've seen the best versions of Manny. What's the worst version of Manny we could see against MarioBarrios? Yeah, that ain't it. You're gonna get a Manny Pacquiao that is fine-tuned, a Manny Pacquiao that is ready, a Manny Pacquiao that has, check this out, not been sitting down watching exhibitions and saying, I'm about to have an exhibition fight. That's what that was. That was him sitting down, sad because he hadn't been in sport in a little while, and he saw a little opportunity for him to do something. And I'm not sure if the people around him told him that he should get ready for it, but when you're on the outside and you're looking at what's going on with these exhibitions, and it's an easy way to make money and use your image and all that kind of stuff, that's what he did. He got ready for an exhibition fight. 3 rounds. I mean, the moment I heard you say 3 rounds, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's just keep moving past this. This is not the same thing. He knows this is a 12-round war against Azteca MarioBarrios. He's not going to come to the ring in any way, shape, form, or fashion the way that he did against Ampo. And I'm telling you right now, I promise you, if he does, I'll drop down and give you 100 push-ups straight. It ain't gonna happen. We got elite MarioBarrios. He's earned his position of being elite. He's elite. I hear what you're saying about his mentality. I just got a feeling that even though he's going through the rhythm and the routine of that's Pacquiao and I'm just MarioBarrios.
MarioBarrios' trainer didn't hold back. He had a strong message for Team Pacquiao. He reminded them that while Manny trained for years with Freddie Roach and learned a lot, so did Barrios. Barrios spent time watching those same training camps, learning from the best, and now he's bringing all that knowledge into this fight. The message was clear. Barrios isn't walking in blind. He knows what to expect and he's ready. Both sides know each other's strengths. This won't be a one-sided fight. Still, fans everywhere are hoping Pacquiao pulls off one more win. He's more than a boxer, he's a symbol of heart, courage, and never giving up. Even with age against him, many believe he can make history again. For Pacquiao, this isn't just a match, it's about legacy. He's out to prove that true greatness never fades.
Out of the ring and everything against MarioBarrios. Your thoughts on that fight?
Look, I think it's a fight that just because of the card that they put together, it's gonna do really good. The arena is gonna be sold out. People are gonna order on pay-per-view. I think it's gonna do really good numbers because of the whole undercard. I think Pacquiao, you know, went to the I can't say the easiest because Barrios is a world champion, so I can't say he's easy either, man. But it did, you know, if you know he wouldn't fight against Norman.
Yeah,
he wouldn't fight against Boots. You know what I mean? Because Boots was the champion. Now that he wouldn't have fought against Boots. He would have never fought against Norman. Those guys would have hurt Pacquiao. So he chose Barrios, which also fights for PBC, so made it a lot easier. But Barrios he's young, he's big, he's hungry. You know, he's that performance where we question his, skills, chin. But he has heart, man. He has heart, and Pacquiao's 46, so that's a big difference right there. I would love to see Pacquiao make history and become,
The youngest. He already is the oldest welterweight champion.
Yeah.
But 6 years later, he's gonna break his own record.
Veteran boxing commentator Jim Lampley shared a more heartfelt view. He said Pacquiao's return isn't shocking, but it is sad. According to Lampley, fighters like Manny don't always come back for money, they come back because they miss the rush. The lights, the crowd, the feeling of being alive in the ring, it's hard to let go. Lampley doesn't blame Pacquiao, but he sees a bigger truth. Many legends return, not because they have to, but because they want to feel that magic one more time. Pacquiao will get paid, yes, but Lampley wonders what the emotional price will be.
Do you understand why maybe Pacquiao's coming back maybe after a performance like that against Mario Barrios?
Well, look, after Barrios' last performance, I think Pacquiao wasn't the only one. I think there was many calls to the Cubas and PBC people about fighting Barrios. But Barrios is a great dude. He's young, he's strong. I think Pacquiao's coming back because he wants to make history. Pacquiao is a person that loves to help. He helps. People love him in his country, and not only in his country, in the whole world. People love him. People always support him. People are behind him, and he's doing it to make history. If he becomes champion, there's been very few that could do something that have done something like that in their 40s to come back and actually mid 40s, late 40s, and come back and become world champion. He just wants to make history and be the best in history, because maybe he will, but it's gonna be tough at 46, bro. I'm 4 years older than him, and
4 years ago you didn't want to make a comeback?
Man, I didn't want to make a comeback when I was 30, and I had been retired for only 4 years, and I was 30, and a lot of people would tell me, Robert, you're young, Robert, you can still do something. There's a lot of fights, Morales, Barrera, even Pacquiao was already fighting. There's a lot of money out there. But nah, man, I didn't feel like doing it. So, it's different. Mikey, Mikey's 37, and we've told him, Mike, you can still do 1 or 2 more fights, and he just feels like, no, at 37. So just imagine 10 years.
Across the boxing world, most people agree on one thing: Pacquiao's toughest opponent is his age. Experts say that no matter how smart or skilled a fighter is, the body naturally slows down with time. Reflexes aren't as sharp, stamina drops, and it takes longer to recover from injuries. Even with all the training in the world, you can't fully turn back time. That doesn't mean Pacquiao can't win, but it does mean the fight is more dangerous now than ever before. One mistake could cost him. His experience is powerful, but sometimes, youth is just too much to handle.
So Manny Pacquiao's gonna get knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, Mario Barrios is far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year, and he arguably lost to a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. This dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch, around him? Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time, no questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel about this
Jim
fight.
Lampley says fighters often return because they miss the thrill. The ring gives them a rush nothing else can match. It's not just about money, it's about feeling alive again. For many, boxing isn't just a sport, it's who they are, and walking away is the hardest fight of all.
I understand that Manny Pacquiao is the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's an 8-division world champion, one of the greatest fighters in the history of the sport of boxing. He's a great family man, great philanthropist, does a lot for his community. I ain't saying nothing bad about Manny Pacquiao. In fact, I'm worried for his well-being. He lives with some of the boxing greats like Roy Jones Jr., James Toney, just to name a few. Bernard Hopkins, personally my favorite fighter of all time. They don't know how to let the game go, right? They always get that itch. They miss the allure. The crowd, the cheers, the boos, the spectacle that comes with the sport of boxing. I get it. I can understand why Manny Pacquiao is still trying to hold on to what was in the past, right? Which is why my beef was with Mario Barrios. Because, bro, you need your ass whooped, right? Because last time I saw Manny Pacquiao in an exhibition fight, let alone a real fight versus the Danish guys, he looked terrible. He looked like he was about to get stopped. Remember the fight that was supposed to happen between him and Errol Spence? And things like that. I'm going to come in and put on a one-sided ass whooping and things like that, man. Pacquiao is a great future Hall of Famer. He's a legend, but I feel like my skills and fundamentals is going to be the deciding factor in that fight. Remember when Errol Spence pulled out of that fight due to an eye injury? Manny Pacquiao lost to Yordenis Ugas. The same Yordenis Ugas that's been getting dinged on ever since he fought Errol Spence. Instead of trying to unify the division with Brian Norman, who currently holds the WBO strap, right? Instead of trying to unify with another unified champion at 147 at Jerome Boots Ennis, who many deem as the new boogeyman in the sport, especially at 147. Yeah, I said it. You decide to fight Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao for the big payday, in my Canelo voice. And I say all that to say, bro, you know you need your ass whipped, right? Boxing guys don't like ugly. And if you keep playing with the sport of boxing, eventually the sport of boxing is going to get back at you. And oh man, when Brian Norman, or dare I even say Jerome Boots Ennis, that's even if you have the balls to fight them, yeah, I said it, get their hands on you, you going to get stopped, bro, because you know you dead wrong for going up against a 46-year-old Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Facts, he threw a big face.
The friendship way. I said, Ray, why is it that you can't give this up? It's one of the greatest quotes I ever heard. He said, Jim, I tried owning restaurants and I tried eating in restaurants. I tried dancing in nightclubs and I tried owning nightclubs. I did every other thing I could do that was supposed to give me that kind of feedback. There is nothing in life that matches the moment of standing up off your stool, sweat glistening on your chest, naked in the eyes of the world except for those trunks and shoes, and stepping forward into the spotlight to face another man.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more stories and updates. Until next time, take care and keep watching.